Hey guys, this is Dinosaur Drawer and this is the second part. So let's start using the 4B pencil and get some small details and stuff into it. First I want to outline everything that I just drew. Literally everything. Maybe adjust some things that I think aren't right yet. I like the tail. I don't really like the tail because I want it to be a little bit longer actually. Because I believe it looks better with a longer tail. Alright. Alright, you know what? I'll be back when I darkened everything. Okay guys, I darkened in every line that needed to be darkened. And now we want to focus on doing the teeth. These are not very hard, you just draw in some. One over here, one over there, one going down, one going up again, another one going up, one going down. You don't have to be really too accurate with doing the teeth, because this would be fine already. So what I want to do now is draw in some lines around his eye. And darken in this a little. Alright, and over here, we can darken in those lines right now. Over here it goes like this. And like this over here as well. And yeah, you can put in some shadow. Don't go too dark yet. Later on you can go darker if you want, but don't go too dark yet. Okay. Now let's focus on doing some scales on his back. Starts over here. Just some triangular shaped scales. And it becomes bigger once you get on his back. Over here they get very big. And then they get smaller and smaller again. And they kind of almost disappear over here. Alright. Now we want to put in the stripe beforehand. So that's what we're going to do right now. Focusing on the position of the stripe. So we don't go over the stripe area. Stops over there. And then it also goes over here a little. There's also a spot where it's the yellow stripe will be, and a little bit over here as well. Then it goes like this. Then it continues again over here. And it goes all the way onto until the point of his tail, but it stops about over here for now, and then later on it goes all the way until the tip of his tail. It's more like mixed into the blackish color of the dinosaur itself. So, alright. Now we have the basic outlining of where the stripe will be. So now we can focus on shadowing. So yeah, just draw some lines going over this. And this is the part where you can go really dark if you want to. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. And it's better not to get those lines too dark at first, because now I'm having trouble with it, because they are a little bit too dark actually. So now here, just going to draw a few of those lines, and just putting in those lines. And over here just a few of those kind of scales. A few wrinkles over here. really start putting some color into it. A lot of shadow over here. Also here, also over here. Alright, so don't put too much detail into those stripes, but you can put a little bit of shadow in it at some places. And I'm gonna color in those stripes, but you don't have to. You can also just leave them completely white. It won't look bad at all. It's gonna be some shadow over here as well. This one's gonna be very, very dark. This one's gonna be very dark as well. And then just put the details into it by putting those stripes in. Okay. And a little shadow over here as well. Might have actually made this a little bit too dark, so let's just erase it a little and redo it and make it a little bit less dark. Because otherwise it will be too your attention goes to the dark spots right away, and that's gonna be not very good, if you know what I mean. A little bit of shadow over here. A little bit more detail into his knee. A little bit of shadow over here. Just a tiny bit. Just draw in some lines. And I'm not actually going to draw in the ribs because I made this a little bit too short, this part. So when I'm gonna put in the ribs, it will look really messy. Well, maybe I could try put in some ribs, not too many, but just a few. Just shadowing behind it. Alright, so now putting in the detail into his arm. And then just the lines. Just put in those lines again. Skills on his hand. Also a few on the other finger. And again the lines. And there will be a lot of shadow over here. And also over here. And over here a lot. And again, you can just go over these lines as if they were skills. Now I'm just trying to get some tone into the tail. A little bit of detail over here. And put in those lines again, some curved lines. And what are we still missing? This part is supposed to be also like this and like that. Right. The thing that we're missing right now is we need the feathers and of course the bottom jaw. So the feathers on top of his neck go a little something like this. Just a few over there. And then there are a few over here as well. Just starts about over here and ends about over here. Alright, and now we need to do the bottom jaw. So there's a shadow part over here. Just putting in some scribbling lines. Maybe it will look like detail. Making this part a little darker. and this part should be a little bit darker, as well as this part. And we need to put in these lines over here. Alright, now we need to darken in his nails on his foot, his claws. Put in a couple of lines. Alright. Yeah. So now what we're gonna need is an orange pencil, coloring pencil for the eye. And we're just gonna put, I'll just zoom in on this eye. Right, we're just gonna put in some color right here. Don't color in his whole eye, just put it in right there. That's the only thing he needs. Oh, and you can't even see it. Alright, so that's the only piece of color he needs actually. Not much more than that. And now we need a yellow coloring pencil. And this one is a really light one. And just roughly color in the stripe. I'm not even sure if you can see it clearly, but it will get darker later on, just a little bit. Over here as well. Yeah, alright. And we need the same orange pencil again to put in a little bit of shadow at some places. Alright, and now what we need is a bit of shadow. And they don't need to be aligned completely, because his hind leg will be his front legs will be a little bit more into the center of his body than his hind legs. Alright, and my autograph. So yeah, I think it's not as good as this one, but it comes pretty close, I believe. I mean, when I'm not doing a video, it's I have a lot more time to spend on a drawing than I have when I'm doing a video. So yeah, I hope you liked the drawing. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something new from it. And so yeah, if you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe and comment below. So this was Dinosaur Drawer, and goodbye.